Hey, good evening, everyone. So today we have on the Million Rupee Interview series on the Abundance Show, exploring the fabric of success. We have got a very interesting guest whose background makes him very interesting, Mr. Anil Shetty. Anil Shetty is a qualified chartered accountant from Institute of Chartered Accountants of India with over 20 years of corporate experience. Worked with global IT, global consulting, and global investment banking firms. Anilji has rendered services in the form of self-employment, transformational trainings, and workshops for various segments of people, including corporates, students, parents, teachers, and even Mumbai Police Trainees. Anil Shetty is a life coach, and through his Transparenz company initiative, is training and guiding individuals to develop their mental supremacy based on transformative methodology of working. In fact, recognize the significance of people as the true differentiator in today's competitive environment. Anilji is on a mission to facilitate self-empowerment across the globe. The signature statement that he lives by is let's make our birth a worth. Amazing, right? So without any further ado, let me just invite Mr. Anil Shetty on the stage. So here is the man. Welcome, Anil. Welcome to the Abundance Show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction, Satisha.
Great, great. So good to have you here. So let me begin by asking you this: what's your background? How has been your childhood? What has been your education background? Let me hear that from straight from you.
All right. Thanks once again. My name is Anil, and yeah, journey was quite interesting. So I born in Udupi, which is southern part of Karnataka, and but brought up in Mumbai. Did my schooling and in Chembur, Karnataka High School, which is from Kannada medium. So mind you, I'm from Vernacular medium there. So learned everything was in Kannada
Nice.
except one English was there. And went to a college, Junjunwala, which is Ghatkopar here, and yeah, and went on to make my pursue my CA. Finally, with good number of attempts, I managed to clear my chartered accountancy, and yeah, so from southern part of Karnataka to Mumbai to BCom to CA. So the journey was like wow, yeah.
Nice. Interesting.
Satisha.
Great, great. So in your professional work life, from a CA, a chartered accountant, practicing one as a professional, and your work experience, how has it? How has your journey been?
Right, great. So I've completed my BCom, and then as CA practitioners, we are supposed to do 3 years articleship under a qualified chartered accountant. So the journey has started, and almost 3 years. Then the 2000, I cleared my the first level, the inter. We used to call it as CA inter. So I cleared that in the first group, and then um, the final attempt was like May and November 2000. So I could not do it, and then I had to get into the job. So I had to leave my CA, and because the financial position was such that I had to go for a job. So I went for a job. The Killer Jeans, the underguns, the Killer Jeans and the Lawman, they were into the jeans, which was a very famous brand at that time. So started my career there, and then from there I went to the financial institutions, the investment banks. Excuse me, so just there was just one background noise here. Just to say, sorry, no, Satish, you're on mute, I think.
Thanks, thanks. So I was just
Sorry
trying to
about that.
fill
There was
up. Go ahead,
some background noise.
go ahead,
Sorry about this.
go ahead, go ahead.
Sorry, yeah. So started my career there, and then went to one of the biggest investment banks of the world. And suddenly, I saw some folks. They were all colleagues of mine. And what happens in chartered accountancy is, let me give a little background. People they take when they work under a chartered accountant, they used to get a lot of holidays. 1 month for one group or 2 months for two groups, right? So, but in corporate world, it doesn't work like that. You won't get more than a week's time to study for any professional course you do. So at that time, a couple of my colleagues, they have cleared CA in just 10 days of leave, both the groups. And all of a sudden, they inspired me to pursue my CA final. And that's how I was working in that institution. Saturday, Sunday used to be holidays for us. So I started going for classes, and finally, I could, May 2006, I've cleared my Chartered Accountancy Group 1. And November 2000, I cleared in the second group. So by taking 1 week leave each of the time. So thanks to, I still remember, it was Ashwath Suvarna and there was Samit Muncha. These were the two guys who really inspired me that no one, you can do it. You don't need, these many leaves. So that's the story of my journey. So while I was working in the corporate, I've cleared my CA, and at that same time, the journey went on with lots of other investment banks, the technology companies, on all hierarchies, companies like Accenture, Nomura, and finally 15, 16 years I was there in the corporate world. And but finally thought, and this is not what I want to do. Finally quit my corporate profile in 2015 and started my own venture called Transparenz, which was into corporate training, corporate funding, and wellness. That's my journey. So long story short, 15, 16 years in the corporate world, juggling around the exams, the profession, and finally today I'm in front of you. Sorry. In this abundant show to share these stories. So yeah, so post 2015, the world was different. It was absolutely no background of all big companies. It was Anil Shetty by himself.
Wow.
So yeah. So it was tough. So going as in the senior position with the six-digit salary per month, all of a sudden you're coming down and you're starting once again. So yeah, it was tough, but I'm very very pleased with my decision. And today, and I'm in front of you today, talking
Wow.
about journey.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's my life journey, Satisha.
Wow. Wow. So basically, it makes so much of a difference having the right company and having the right people to look up to and get influenced by them, get inspired by them. If it were not for those two friends that
Yes.
you mentioned, probably you would not have thought that it's possible within your reach to do what you've done.
No,
Very nice.
absolutely. I'm still
Great.
grateful to them. Yeah, because it was a mindset change. It is a mindset that you need at least 3 months to clear two groups of CA, but they've changed my mindset.
Wow. Amazing. Great. So, how did this transformation from being a chartered accountant and a professional to becoming a life coach, how did that transition happen for you?
Wow, great question, Satisha. Sometimes I ask this question to myself also. So yeah, so our childhood was not that great. It was tough. For I don't want to mention the reasons here, but yeah, it was very tough. And I've realized one thing, that I don't want to be like that when I grow up. So the journey started about the journey of self-realization.
Hmm.
So it was almost 20 years that I've gone through a lot of workshops with masters. So Swami Sukhabodhananda is one of my
Yeah.
my dearest masters under whom I've learned so much. So I've realized one thing, that we are so busy in content that we hardly do anything about the context. So so I thought,
Yeah.
I got to work on myself rather than trying to fix the outside. I always call it as paristhiti versus manosthiti. That is my favorite
Hmm.
topic. So the journey
Hmm.
has started like that. When I was working, after my clearing my CA, I used to, instead of hanging around on Saturday, Sunday, I used to attend lots of workshops. I
Hmm.
started, visiting and hearing lots of masters, and
Hmm.
slowly and steadily realized that working on yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and spiritually, that's
Hmm.
very important. So that's how it started, and that interested me. That, oh no, what I was doing, I was totally, it was like content based life, mechanical life. Satisha, as you already know, today everything is mechanical, including a good morning, good night.
Yeah.
Um, I always call this as, sorry, we all are busy in touch, but nobody's in touch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so so I
Hmm.
thought, if this could help me to realize, then I can make this realization happening to a whole lot of people, whoever I meet. So that's how this entire transformation came into picture. So one thing is sure, unless and until I work on myself physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, I think whatever I do, if I don't work on this, whatever I do will be content. But this is the context. So that was the trigger point for me to, get into this transformation
Wow.
from materialistic well-being to spiritual well-being.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So I get a sense that you're looking at all of this, whether it is profession, whether it is to do with your marketing and all of that, as just a vehicle for you to get that self actualization and that feeling of connectedness to yourself. Very nice.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah.
Very good. Very deep. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Thanks for giving us that dimension, that perspective to yourself, Anil. Very nice.
And the show is
So,
abundant. So, the show is abundant. So
yeah.
sorry to cut
Yes.
you there.
Yes. Great. In all areas of our lives. Right. Perfect. So, what is your emphasis in your life coaching seminars? So, what aspect do you emphasize on?
As I mentioned you, so the emphasis more on clarity, Satisha, spashtata, clarity. Because unless and until we have a clarity, whatever we do, it's going to be very temporary. And that's where I was talking about the context versus context-based workshop rather than content-based workshops. Now, I'll give an example.
Mm,
What's the difference between context and content here? So the context-based, let me give an example of swimming for that matter. Right. So once you learn swimming, say, for example, you're leaving swimming for about 10, 20 years, but after 21st year, you decided to come back to swimming, you can still swim.
yeah.
You don't need to, you don't have to do any big thing, or it's not a rocket science for you to swim again after 20 years.
True.
Right? Similarly, cycling. So that's called transformation based training rather than information based training. So
Mm,
whole essence of our workshop is life skills workshop,
mm,
which is all about clarity. Because unless and until we have clarity of whatever we do, whether we are doing this show, I'm sure Satisha, when you have this abundant show channel, you are very clear what you want to do. Yeah.
yeah.
So unless and until we have the clarity, but we go on perceiving the content again. When I say content and context is the whole essence of a training is transformation. Transformation in the sense a transformation of that particular human being physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. Because today, when I used to do, I used to do parental counseling.
Mm,
So whenever I used to ask parents, what you want your kid to be, आप अपने बच्चे को क्या कराना चाहते हैं? What exactly you want your kid to do? Rather, they say that I want my kid to become a doctor, an engineer, or a chartered accountant. Nobody says that I want to make my kid powerful emotionally. I want to make my kid joyful. I want to make my kid happy. Nobody says that. They say that I want to
yeah.
make my kid an engineer. It's again a
Yeah.
content. But how about the context? The
Yeah.
context. The person who's going to do an engineering, the person who's going to do a chartered accountant. How about him? what's his state, uski manosthiti kya hai, so
Yeah.
before we get into an engineering or a CA or a doctor, first we need to work on the person who is going to appear for an engineering exam, the
Hmm.
person who's going to appear for CA exam. So how about him?
Hmm.
Who's going to work on him, right? So
Yeah.
that's what the essence, and that's coming from all our masters, that the more I work superficially, the more I do things mechanically, at the end of the day, it is going to be very stressful and not a fulfilling one. So today, people are very, very successful, but they are not fulfilled.
Yeah.
Recent research has been done on the rich people. They are very rich, but they're not fulfilled. There is something missing in them. And what that missing is, a person who's having huge amount of bank balances still is unhappy. What's the reason? What's the reason? The reason is he is successful but not fulfilled. As Master says, success without fulfillment is empty. So the whole essence is that can we bring fullness into whatever we do, whether we are doing this talk show, and how many percentage? And what's the percentage we are in? You and I here. Are we really here 100%? That's the question I'm asking myself. Or I'm
Yeah.
thinking after this show, what are all things I have to do? So bringing fullness into whatever, whether you are washing your clothes, whether you are eating your dinner, whether you are taking a bath, are we really there physically, mentally, emotionally? So, long story short, the essence is clarity, and the fulfillment is the real crux there in our
Hmm.
workshops. And no more content-based trainings like time management, conflict management, people management. I'm not saying they're not important; they are important. But
Yeah.
before that, I must work on that person who's going to attend that people management training. The person who's going to go for the time management training. So how about that person who's going there? So that's what's the state of that person who's taking that training. So that's the crux of the training, Satisha.
Right, right. So for them to get a context of why they are doing what are they doing, and at the end of the day, what are they running after, what are they trying to achieve, and why they're trying to do that. So a lot of clarity around that. Once you have it,
Yeah.
then probably the journey becomes much more fulfilling.
Yes, sir.
In
So
fact,
so if yeah, sorry, go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
So for example, if I am not clear in what I'm doing, and then I just go on doing it mechanically, what will be the outcome, Satisha? You'll be drained out. You'll be frustrated. It will be very stressful anubhava for that particular individual. Though you will complete, though you'll complete the task, but after completing the task, what's his state? That is the real thing. As everybody says, getting a goal or achieving a goal is one thing, but much more important than that is what you become in the process. Are you becoming better or are you becoming bitter? So,
Yeah.
so if I achieve my goal, that's great. But when I achieve my goal, what's my state? Am I in a bitter state or a better state? Yeah.
Hmm. Nice, very nice, very profound. So Anil, tell me, how has this journey for you into network marketing come about, and how did the interest kindle in you, and how are you introduced to it, and how has it been your journey for you as of now? From the beginning till now in the network marketing industry.
Wow. Great. Thank you so much for that question. So network marketing, it was started for me was like the first experience was in 2009. It was one of the technology companies. It was like it was great. In just first 3 months, I was like, wow. But before got into the business, uh, started the network marketing opportunity, came to know that uh, why why we are doing what we are doing. Then I realized that we are doing network marketing since childhood. We are doing this stuff. This doctor is good, this movie is good, this restaurant is good, this shirt
True.
is good, this garments are good. Then I realized that we are doing network marketing since childhood.
Yeah.
What's the difference? The difference is that we didn't get paid for what we did in childhood, but now here we are going to be we're going to
Yeah.
get paid for what we're going to do. So that
Yeah.
was really fascinating. That if I refer something to someone, it is amazing. I'm going to get paid for it. Yeah, that's how it started. But then I realized, no, that's not about it. Network marketing is, the kind of training, the kind of sessions you
Yeah.
attend in the process, that makes you an amazing champion. That brings out a champion from within from you, and then more than what you achieve in network marketing, the whole the whole domain and the industry, it gives you so much more than people talking about freedom and other things, right? And then I realized another thing, that network marketing is a great passive income opportunity. So here, if I go and conduct corporate training, then only I get paid for. If I go and complete the source of finance for my client, when I go close it, then only I get paid for. Right here, even if I'm sleeping, if I build a very good team and the business and the training system, the system is very important. Then, as Warren Buffett says, even when you're sleeping, you will earn money, right? So even if after my death, this is going to give an amazing kind of an insurance for my family. So that has really fascinated me. And then I realized, as an individual, I can only work for 16 hours a day, unlike
Yeah.
our Narendra Modi sir is working 18 hours a day. But here, if I have a good team, I can work for thousands and thousands of hours in
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah.
So that is so powerful. So that's really it was an amazing stuff. So that made me interesting. But then it was not a quick success. It was I'm still learning. I will not say still I'm successful in network marketing. It is a long way to go. But what I've learned from this domain and industry is amazing, which I could not learn from any of the institutions in the past. So yeah, that's how we see it. So of course there is financial freedom, the time freedom, and whatnot. But what the important thing I achieved was the learnings which I got from this domain, how to face all your challenges, especially from your friends and relatives
Yeah.
in this business. Friends and relatives, you get to learn a lot. They are our gurus here. Yeah, back to you, sir.
Yeah. Great. Great. Superb. Superb. So it's true. Like, it's a personal transformational journey for you in network marketing, for anyone who takes up network marketing. Unless you grow as a person, it's very difficult for you to make it a success in this business, like in any other business, when
Yeah.
you grow as a person, automatically your business grows in stature along with you. Nice. Good. So, what can people expect in their journey in network marketing? Realistically, what should they expect?
Yeah, so the thing is, the first foremost expectation from them, that it's a quick, rich scheme.
Yeah.
Network marketing means it's a quick, rich scheme,
Yeah.
and so unfortunately, that's the way the pitch has been done to them. आप नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग में आ जाएंगे तो रात में ही आप करोड़पति बन जाएंगे. So there is an expectation like this, but if you ask me, uh, what to expect from network marketing is lots of clarity and lots of personal development stuff which will happen. Of course, at the end of the day, the goal is to achieve whatever the goal that individual has set. But if you ask me, network marketing is such a big domain. It is. It can make you uh, uh, a powerful human being. It will build your confidence. It will build your aura, energy, and in the process, when you start earning money, it changes your whole persona. So there are many things one can put up, but my request to them is that first come, understand the domain, learn it, and then evolve as an amazing human being here in this entire network marketing. Yes, there is a huge amount of money one can make, no doubt about it. Whether, but the thing is, the product, the system, and the companion. Who are the companions with whom you're working? If you end up getting into Ponzi scheme, then yes, you will be in trouble. If you are here to make some quick rich scheme stuff, then yes, you're gonna have lots of issues later. So it's very important that first you get your why clear. That's first thing before you do before you expect any other expectation. First, you need to be very clear why you are getting into network marketing. Everybody talks about why you want to get. Is it because थोड़ा बहुत मेरे पास time है, चलो network marketing करते हैं? If that is the way, you will make some initial good money there, and then you realize, oh my God, this is tough. No, so it's very important your upline or the sponsor, whoever has introduced you to that project, once you hear from him, do your own study and see why you want to do it. Are you here just to do some time pass? Then I think you should not get into it because it's a serious business. So you're on mute, Adit.
Very nice. So basically, you have covered some of the questions that I come to in the previous one only. So you would like to highlight some of the mistakes that people make in this industry, which they should literally stay away from.
Satish sir, it's a great question. But before I get into the mistakes of network marketing, there are lots of mistakes happening before you get into the network marketing.
Mm.
So one of the biggest mistakes which is happening is that MLM is a Ponzi scheme, and in MLM, make those. There are two MLM definitions. You might have heard it from most of the people. Yeah, make life meaningful or make life miserable. That's what MLM is. So before we get into network marketing, there are lots of mistakes are happening. One of the major mistakes is that in when you do network marketing, the products have been hyped. The product prices have been hyped already because they have to distribute these increase this margin with the distributors. So whenever somebody is getting into the MLM, it is actually the product is already hyped off. The prices have been hyped because they have to do a distribution. So my request to all those people who are doing this mistake is that is same for all the businesses. Tell me one product price where it is with the factory price. I'll give an example. If you're buying a Coca-Cola bottle, you're buying it for 15 rupees, but the cost of the product is 1 rupees. Why don't you
Yeah.
challenge Coca-Cola bottling retailer that give me in 1 rupee? Why you have hyped the price? I will not give you 15 rupees. I'll give you only 1 rupee.
Yeah.
Why this question is not coming there? So that's one of the biggest mistakes people are doing there, right?
Yeah.
Now tell me, is it the same for network marketing as well? Yes, it is. So
Yeah.
where is this profit going in our traditional business? That 14 rupees, 15 rupees minus 1, 14 is going to the distributors, the wholesalers, the retailers.
Yeah.
So here, the same thing.
Yeah.
Here, instead of giving it to them, we are giving it to our distributors. So
Yeah.
it is not that product has been, the price has been increased just to distribute it. So this is one of the major mistakes people are doing, that when no, it is if it is MLM, the price is unnecessarily been hyped off. So that's one of the biggest mistakes before you get into the network marketing business.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to because there are many mistakes which I've done also, and there are many mistakes in the business itself we are doing. But this is one of the major thing people must be aware of. No, it is same for traditional. It is same for network marketing products as well. There is no one in this world who can sell a product with the cost of factory price.
Yeah.
Then where is the profit then? So please, this is very, very important that people must be aware of that network marketing. I'm talking about genuine network marketing business,
Yeah.
not the Ponzi schemes. Right.
Yeah.
Now, this is the
Absolutely.
before one. Now, after getting into the network marketing, there are tons of mistakes. Probably it will go for hours and hours, Satish sir. But I want to highlight a couple of them. As I already highlighted one, that why. Why should be very clear. If your why is not strong, then you will leave this business in a week or two.
Yeah.
Because what will happen when you take the product, you are so excited that I'm going to tell this product to my family, my friends, my relatives, and they're going to take it because I've taken it.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
moment, and if he has joined for just time pass with no clarity on the why, the moment he receives some of the rejections from his own people, he will leave this business. So first is why, what is the purpose of you getting into network marketing? If that why is big, if that why is big, then no matter whatever rejections he's going to get, that will not bother him. But if that why is very small, yes, that is one of the major mistakes. I will not add more mistakes, though there are many mistakes. Satisha. There is something I want to add here is selling instead of sharing. It's another
Mm.
mistake. People don't
Mm.
like to be, kind of, they don't like if someone is coming here to sell them something. They don't like it. They don't like it. But instead, if you share what you have with compassion or assertively,
Yeah.
they will love it. But what we do, we end up doing network marketing just like a traditional marketing, right? In network
Yeah.
marketing, we are supposed to build the community,
Yeah.
but we end up selling products. We end up
Yeah.
selling, products. So if that is another big mistake, people are trying to sell rather than building the community because they don't want, especially आपके family or relative friends को अगर आप बेचने जाते हैं तो आपसे वो खरीदेंगे नहीं because they think that there is some money you're going to make out of it.
Yeah.
But it's an irony, actually, it's an irony. But when they see Dhoni or Amitabh Bachchan selling some products, they will buy it. हालांकि
Yeah.
अमिताभ बच्चन के उनके साथ कुछ लेना देना ही नहीं है,
Yeah.
but still they buy it. But they will not buy from you because there's some money you're gonna make it,
Yeah.
right? So if your why is not big enough, this will hurt you. So if you try to sell something to your people, then that will hurt you again. So this is the
Yeah.
second biggest mistake. Yeah. And one more thing I want to share is thinking everyone is a potential prospect.
Mm. Yeah.
ये सोचना कि मेरे प्रोडक्ट के सारे लोग potential prospect है.
Yeah.
Very important that you define your target audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't go on just because you're excited. Just don't go on selling to any Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And number four, people are not following the system. They think that I am a chartered accountant. I know better than him because the person who has introduced to me is 10th fail. Oh, मुझे
Yeah.
क्या सिखाएगा? This is one of the biggest problem with the professionals when they get into network marketing. They think, but they don't
Yeah.
know that they are zero in network marketing. And the person who is 10th fail is an experienced guy as far as network marketing is concerned, right? So I should bring my ego down here and learn from him there with the system which he has placed. But you know why? Because I'm earning 6-digit salary. I'm a chartered accountant. I can do it.
Yeah.
I don't have to learn from him. So this is the biggest mistake. We don't follow the system, and then we end up working in isolation, and then we end up with frustration. Then we say MLM is not good. Network
Yeah.
marketing is a crap, right? But when I did my
Yeah.
CA, I've spent 25 years learning
Yeah.
BCom, then
Yeah.
3 years articleship. I did 25 years, but in network marketing, overnight I'm a champion. No,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got to understand that. So I got to get this clarity that no, I am zero in network marketing. So better I become a student, learn from the system, and respect the system rather than trying to reinvent the wheel. There are many mistakes of this, but these are some of the mistakes I thought we need to kind of correct there. Yeah,
Very nice. Very well
back to
said.
you.
Very precise, concisely said. Because there are so many mistakes, and you just zeroed it down on four and one prior to starting or joining network marketing. Very nice, very nicely said. So I think just to add to the point which you mentioned about the pricing and the structure of pricing, that people have this mindset that this is network marketing, so the pricing is high. In fact, I have a contrarian view to that. In fact, the price is much more competitive, and I think that's what you also will agree in network marketing industry. Why? Because the multiple layers of advertising, distribution, marketing, selling, all of that is condensed into just word of mouth. So the companies
Yeah.
can afford to be much more competitive in terms of the margins that they keep for that channel of distribution or marketing or whatever you would call it. That is number one. And just to add to the last part, where you said people expect quick results, and then their why is not clear. So any business, even a profession, even a job, when you take up, it takes you at least a few months to a few years to become proficient in whatever you're doing. And when
Yes.
it comes to network marketing, this is one place where people expect immediate results. And that's partly, I think, you and me also have to blame ourselves, because I think we set the expectation, the tone or the tenure of that expectation itself is wrong to begin with. And
Yes.
that spirals off into a place where the expectation goes haywire, and then we lose some of the amazing potential people who can make a difference to their lives and their family's life forever. We actually lose them. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nice. So nice points. 4 points. Very strong hitting points, Anil. Thanks, Anil. Very nice.
Thank you.
So, as a chartered accountant, as a professional, thoroughbred professional like yourself, if you were to represent network marketing to professionals like yourself, like chartered accountants, doctors, dentists, lawyers, all of these architects, designers, and all of that, professionals who work with themselves, work with their team, and are in business, if you were to tell them to consider network marketing as a possible profession, then what would be your sales pitch to them?
My sales pitch to them is that, especially if I can give an example, chartered accountants, they are driven by timelines. They are driven by timelines, day and night. They are just, I'm seeing so many friends of mine. They're making very good money, but they are so stressed and tired because they are running deadline after deadline, especially after GST. They got more deadlines. So, my pitch for them is going to be freedom. Hey, you want time and financial freedom? I think you need to look at this here. Otherwise, you will end up working more and more and you will die like this. I'm going to be very blunt with them. So my pitch is going to be for them is slow down, look at this aspect. At the end of the day, what you're trying to achieve, you can achieve here as well. Part time. You don't have to leave a profession. Part time. I'm sure there are some slack periods for chartered accountants, especially when they don't have deadlines. So you might be knowing, Satish, as the deadlines, especially the audit deadlines and the 31st March deadlines. Some of the month end, quarter end, year end deadlines are there, but there are some slack period as well where they can look at this as an opportunity. So my pitch for them is going to be freedom, time and financial freedom, which they don't have today. They cannot leave their profession and even go for 1 week leave or 2 week. They have to think a lot, especially the individual practitioners. I'm not talking about big fours or PwC or KPMGs. I'm talking about the individual chartered accountants. They are still into the same mundane routine of filing and returns and audit, concurrent audit, this audit, that audit. Yeah, they are like. So my pitch is going to be freedom for them. So you're on mute.
Thanks for reminding me. Actually, I don't normally put myself on mute, but I think with you, I want to give you space to talk. So you speak very well. Nice. So I'm going mute. So thanks for reminding me. So Suma is engaged here in the conversations with us on the Facebook. We have Shashi Gokul Iyer, Saravanan VA, who are sending you lots of love, best wishes on the chat. We also had Raghavendra Gadgi on the chat. So there's a question from Saravanan VA to you, Anil. He's asked us very, very pertinent question. He says, Anil, as a profession, first of all, what makes you enter into network marketing? That you explained beautifully. Then he has asked a very nice question. What is the reaction of friends and family?
Wow, friends and families, the reaction is still on. The reaction is still on. It's not done. I don't
Right.
know how many relatives are watching this. I don't know, but yeah, reaction is still on. The product or the project which I'm in is like, why are you doing that? Why don't you practice your chartered accountancy? So reaction is still not done. It is still on, Suma, and the person who has asked the question. So I am still hearing that today as well. But
Yeah.
as I said, my why is so strong. My why is so strong that I see this project as a project for Shashi sir and I, the whole mission is let's make our birth a worth. While I am
Yeah.
thinking about my future generation, my kids, I see my kids on the platform,
Yeah.
on the project which I'm doing. I'm not supposed to take the name here. That's the reason I'm using this word. The project platform. When I see youngsters, I see my kids there. So
Yeah.
coming back to your reaction, the reaction is still there, but I'm
Yeah.
not hearing them.
Yeah.
I'm not
True.
hearing them because my why is so clear, my so strong कि मुझे वो क्या बोल रहा है सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what
Very
I
nice.
can say.
Superb, superb. Actually, I have got a very strong view to complement what you're saying. I think that besides the things that are there as an advantage for people to explore network marketing, besides the stress, the freedom, and all of that, I think for me personally, I shared with you prior to the talk show as well, Anil, that I come from a corporate background, very long years, and I have fixed mindset that I do not want to get into entrepreneurship or anything like that. I'm quite happy doing my job, and I'm quite happy, satisfied, and I treat it like my own business. Okay, but then what I realize, especially network marketing, is that the dimension that is added to your personality in terms of your learning, in terms of interaction with people that you would have never interacted with, you would have never bothered to interact. Whether you're in a government job, whether you're in a private job, whether you're in a professional, after a period of say 10, 15 years, the same set of people you meet, the same set of colleagues, same set of clients, and in fact your life becomes so set and your thinking becomes so set, and you are not ready to change. And I think network marketing gives you that opportunity to interact with diverse people with diverse background across geographies, and take them along, shoulder to shoulder, take them along and learn and grow along with them. And that is the biggest advantage that we have, especially for professionals, I would say, that they can never get it in anywhere else.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, indeed, indeed,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
it's a very powerful domain. And I'll tell you, the more and more the clarity we inject into the professionals, it is. I think we're almost there. People are watching us.
Yeah.
So all professionals, like in our projects, we have lawyers, we have doctors, we have all kind of professionals in our project. So
Nice.
it's just a
Nice.
matter of time. I think we, as Mr. Modi sir has also said, that the entire the domain, the network marketing is going to be the domain to look for, and it's going to be a million trillion dollar domain. So I think we are there. Professionals, it's just a matter of time. They will come.
Very nice. Very nice. I think that responsibility is there on shoulders like Anil, Suma Gowda, Shashi Gokulayar, Saranan, who are all watching the show here. Because the way we conduct ourselves is also going to be the hope or a beacon of hope for people who look up to you and who learn from you and who get the right set of values from you. And I think this is going to be it's going to be a path breaking journey for all of you together. It's going to be making a huge difference. Nice. Good. Anything else you want to add to that, Anil? Please feel free.
So just to give an example, now coming back to
Huh.
the topic which you said, we meet so many people. Now, thanks to Shashi sir, Arundhati ma'am, the entire Panesha, the team, the group we have here, because of them, see, I got to chance an opportunity to interact with you. That is purely because of
Yeah.
network marketing.
True.
This wouldn't
True.
have been possible without it.
Absolutely.
So this is
Absolutely.
just a live example for anybody that you and I are meeting. It's purely because of this domain.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. Very said. Well said. Well said. Absolutely. Great, Anil. So now we'll come to some little lighter, semi-lighter kind of thing. I'm going to send you some rapid fire questions, which you can attempt to give in 1 to 5 words. Okay, the answers to that in 1 to 5 words. Okay, I will throw some words at you. I might throw some few words at you, and you can give me the answer in 1 to 5 words. Okay, is that okay, Anil?
That I'm not sure one
Okay.
to five words. It can go more
Okay.
than also, but I'll try to
Sure. Sure.
very quickly.
Sure. Great. So the first word for you is transformation.
Clarity.
Hmm.
That's it.
Leadership.
Clarity. Leadership. Lead from
Le-
the front. Lead from the front. Because sorry, it will go more than 5 words. Lead
Please
from the
go ahead.
front is leadership. So a leader.
Nice.
A leader is the
Hmm.
one, conduct of a leader is an education to his team. So lead from the front. Leadership doesn't need any title. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Integrity.
Integrity you carry, whether it is network marketing or anything, you must carry that. That is like a suit for us, no matter wherever you are, whatever you do, it's
Yeah.
the must.
True. Absolutely. Adaptability.
That's very important. As I told you, wherever you are, be flexible, and it's okay to come down to your 10th grade level rather than looking at the things from a chartered accountancy. Come down, see network marketing openly, be flexible.
Very nice. Absolutely. Absolutely. So don't get stuck. Yeah. Formal education.
Formal education, it has helped me immensely. I'm not saying it's required for network marketing, but formal education has helped me immensely. When I say I am a chartered accountant, that set the tone on, and samne wala sunne ke liye tayar ho jata hai. Yeah, that is really, it worked very well. It's very important for me as far as I'm concerned. Formal education has it's very important.
Got it. Freedom.
Okay, I want to give a different perspective. It will be more than 5 words, Satisha.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Now, freedom, as far as when you operate from a content base, or if it is freedom, it is time freedom, financial freedom, mental freedom, or whatever. But for me, at freedom, I'm looking at freedom little on a spiritual angle.
Hmm.
Uh, it is coming from my master, Swami Sukhabodhananda.
Hmm.
He always says, freedom is like this. To be free in freedom is
Hmm.
easy.
Hmm.
To be free in freedom is easy.
Hmm. Hmm.
But to be free in bondage is the real freedom.
Hmm.
So let me give an example here. So to be
Hmm.
free in freedom is easy, but to be
Easy.
free in bondage is the real freedom.
Hmm.
So you are free to get married.
Hmm.
You're free to get married. I always say,
Hmm.
you're free to choose, but you're not
Hmm.
free from the consequences of your choice.
Hmm.
You're free to choose, but
Hmm.
you're not free from the consequences of your choice. You are free to get
Hmm.
married, but mother-in-law and father-in-law will come.
Yeah.
You got to deal with them as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for me, freedom is, are you feeling free when you face with lots of challenges and obstacles? And that is the real freedom from the context-based education.
Wow.
Back to you, sir.
Wow. So to be free in freedom is easy, but to be free in bondage is true freedom. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Great. Great, Anil. So yeah. So next word for you is lifestyle.
Very important.
Very important. Yeah.
Lifestyle,
Absolutely. Yeah.
it's posture. I put it as posture.
Hmm.
Come
Yeah.
across as a very powerful human being, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially as well.
Yeah. Fun and frolic.
Very important. Don't be so serious. Little be sincere. I know we are in serious business, but still, we don't have to be serious to do a serious business. We can be sincere.
Yeah.
And fun element is very important. And that's the reason I say a lot of shairis in my training. And we
Nice.
crack lots of jokes as well, because without fun,
Yeah.
you will end up again with stress there. So, yeah, it's
Great.
very important there.
Superb. The last one for you: decisions in life.
Decisions. I'll quote Ratan Tata, sir. No good, no bad decision. Take decision, make it right. Yeah.
Wow.
So, so that's. I've never talked about good decision or bad decision. You take a
Yeah.
decision and make it right.
Wow. Wow. I just type it out here. Take a decision and make it right. Super. Well said.
Coming
Well
from
said.
Ratan Tata, sir.
Nice. Great. So Anil, it's been a wonderful 50 minutes that's just gone by without me realizing it. Thanks for wonderful inputs, especially for being that inspiration for professionals who actually can look at this as a career and who can actually not just about network marketing, but also to get a sense of freeing up their mind, looking at things in a different perspective, and not just having a fixed mindset. Any last comments you'd like to say? Please go ahead. The stage is yours for the last 1 minute.
No, I want to say thank you so much, Satish. It was fantastic having a conversation with you on the Abundance Show, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the great shows on planet Earth. Please look out for many, many such interviews, and all the best to you, sir. And thanks once again to Shashi, sir. Because of him, I got a chance to meet you, sir. So
Right.
yeah, thank you so much for everything here. It was fantastic having conversation with you.
All the very best to Anil. Do well. Be the inspiration that you truly are. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Bye.
Pleasure.
Bye, sir.
Pleasure. Bye. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Hey there, welcome to the Abundance Show Hub. This is a platform where you get to hear from some of the very best network marketers. Get to know them, understand their background, try to get their perspective on their journeys and what, according to them, contributed to their success in network or direct marketing. It will be my endeavor to get the best to put forth their honest, true to heart perspective about the industry, the developments, the future, and what gets them all excited about the work that they do. This channel is for those who are already into network marketing and for those who are considering getting into this profession. Let us do whatever it takes to grow in this wonderful profession by doing the right things with the right intent. And I'm excited at how we can build leaders who bring laurels and credit to this profession and transform many lives in the process. Cheers.